Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Demetrios, and today we're going to be deconstructing my instrumental remake of the song Talk by ICYTWAT and Plaboycarti. The reason why I'm making this video is because I got a lot of questions regarding my mixing and mastering and how I put the song together and what sounds I used. I made this on Ableton, and a bunch of you guys are FL Studio users, so you're not able to open up this project file. Let's dive right into it. We're going to start with our instruments. So we got a synth, a bell sound, and a piano. So these sounds came from Nexus, and the reason why I bounced them into audio stems is because back then I used an illegitimate version of Nexus and the plugin was bugging out. So I had to convert everything into audio. I used the very basic presets. They come with Nexus. You don't have to buy any expansion packs. So for the bells, it's under bells. It's like bell 2. DJ Mustard uses this bell all the time. For the synth pad, I use Tokyo Sunrise, or it's called Tokyo Sunset. And then for the piano, I used Arena Ambiance. And I didn't do any processing on these tracks, some very subtle EQing and compression going on. Nothing to the piano. I probably just increased the reverb in Nexus. Now for the kicks, I use 2 kicks. They're really punchy. So for the first kick, I use ICYTWAT kick 2, and I did quite a bit of processing on this. Lots of compression and adding saturation. So this is without all the processing. Sounds really weak, and with the processing. For the second kick, I used a different sample. I just rolled off some of the low end and I increased the dB so it clips. So this is without. Now I'm increasing it 7 dB. So next we have our 808. Okay, so first I added this compressor. That's doing quite a bit of compression here. Another compressor. One has a slow attack, the other has a fast attack. Next we got our limiter. Doing some subtle limiting, and then we got our different types of saturation. So I think a lot of the character comes from this warm tube. Has a lot of distortion and just boosting more of the lows. I definitely made this on like some really bad Beats headphones and I couldn't hear the bass, so I just decided to boost the low frequencies. This is the magic sauce. a reverb on an 808. I got a couple emails regarding on the way I mixed my snare. So I just layered 3 snares together. So this is the first snare. It's a pretty wide sounding snare. I added some strong compression, a limiter, and some EQing. The snare EQ is another preset in Ableton under EQs. You go to drums and you can find all these cool snare EQs and kick EQs that I was using a lot at the time. So our second snare. And our third snare. So next we got a perc, just a rim shot, pretty basic. You can find one of these in any 808 kit. Then next we got our hi-hats. I just layered the same hi-hat, I didn't do any processing. So this is the last hi-hat. It's an ICYTWAT hi-hat. And I just added some EQing, pretty much increasing the frequencies above 7 kilohertz. I have 3 open hi-hats going on. So the first hat is an ICYTWAT open hi-hat, and I added some bright reverb in the top frequencies, and I also boosted the higher frequencies with an EQ. My second open hi-hat is definitely wider, thanks to this reverb and the saturation. After the reverb is always a move. And some more EQing, pretty much the same EQ going on with the first hi-hat. And I panned one of them to the right and the other to the left. And my third hat. So saturation, some reverb as well. This is the same reverb I use. I should have just made like a bus track for reverb, the EQ, and the saturation. But back then I did not know what a bus was. So these cymbals are pretty cool. I found them in a sample pack and I actually really like them. I just added a high shelf boosting frequencies after 7 kilohertz, and I was cutting the lower frequencies. And yeah, that's pretty much it besides this introduction.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
My master chain is pretty basic, just consists of a limiter and a compressor, but it really adds character to the track. And then, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if I did not provide like a really good explanation for kind of like the effects I chose and why I did this and that. I made this beat 4 years ago. At that time, I was pretty much still in that noob phase, and I was like scrolling through all these presets and just slapping them on and seeing what sounds good and doesn't. Maybe in the future I can make some videos and give you guys kind of the accumulated knowledge that I have right now in terms of mixing and mastering. Let me know in the comments if that interests you. But yeah, like, subscribe. Let me know how I did. This is my first time making a YouTube video. I was kind of nervous. But yeah, see you later, guys.